Smruti Puranam Alayam Kankaram Samasthajan Kalyangum Langayate Gupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam. Straight with the head, neck and vertebral column in a straight line. We are sitting in a clean, quiet place, all alone. Our eyes gently closed. It indicates the withdrawal of all sense organs. Now we bow down to our Guru and Ishta Devata. We surrender to them and seek their blessings. We worship their feet with faith and devotion. Lord, bless us with the four qualities to realize the truth. This is our prayer. Now we become aware of our breathing. It's going on. Now we breathe in a rhythm consciously. Practice it for 6 to 7 times. This helps in quietening the mind. The pranayama is the simplest pranayama Vikshan. To this quiet mind we bring Samavakya, which is the essence of the Vedanta, tells that the consciousness at the individual level and total level is one consciousness. One such Mahavakya is the Brahman. Tvam indicates the individual being and Asi indicates oneness. The oneness between the consciousness of Jivatma and Paramatma. This is indicated by Omkara. And this consciousness at individual level is Brahman, which is indicated by Omkara. Let us chant Omkara and try to abide in the self. Mentally repeat Aham Brahma. Aham disappears, Brahmashi. Om Shanti Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Rub your hand on your eyes and slowly open your eyes. We bow down to Lord Vishnu, who removes our fear of samsara and is the Lord of the cosmos. We enter into our text. We bow down to Puja Gurudev, who taught us this. We bow down to Bhagavan Shankaracharya, who has written Vishnu Sahasranamam, and we are following his commentary. We bow down to the Lord. We seek his blessings, and we seek the blessings of all the great masters. With the blessings, we start our studies. So, last time we have, according to my book, the verse was 100, and that we started this. We have just half only we have studied. Now we continue further. We will not start from the beginning. We have seen the word Anilaha, that we saw the last. The next word is Amrutashaha. How we'll break it? Amrutaha, Amruta Asha. Ashnati, enjoyer of Amruta. And in Purana, Bhagavatam also, in other Purana, explained the Samudra Manthan. When the Deva and Asura, they were churning to take out that Amrutam, Bhagavan took Mohini avatar and helped the Devas to take the Amruta. And he also took the Amruta. So also is called Amrutashaha. Two meanings. One, he enjoyed the bliss, and another, this Amruta he had, so is called Amrutashaha. Amruta Vapuhu. Amruta means immortal. Vapuhu means form. God's form is immortal. We are born and then we die. But Lord's body, which is born in time, has an end. Lord is always there. That which is born is definitely the death. But Lord is eternal, is the reality. And by his mere presence, everything is able to function. So, his form is Amruta Vapuhu. Lord's form is called immortal. Sarvagnaha. Sarvagnaha means that which knows everything. Who knows everything. Sarvam Janati iti Sarvagna. He knows everything. Lord is called omniscient. He knows everything in general about all of us and in detail also about all of us. He is called Sarvagnaha. He is present in all of us as Antaryami, the inner controller. And he knows everything about us. He is called Sarvagnaha, who knows everything. Sarvato Mukha. This is indicating about the Bhagavad Gita, that where it was said that Sarvati Shiro Mukham, Lord's eyes and his head, his mouth is everywhere. Sarvato, because he is able to see everything. Purushottam will say, he says, where is Lord? His heads are everywhere. The same Sarvato Mukha. Now we move to the next verse. Shulabha Shuvrata Siddha Shatrutapanaha Nyagro Dodumbaro Abha Shuvrata Siddha Nyagro Dodumbaro Ashwataha Chanurandra Nishodanaha Sulabha. Those who remember me every day, for them I am Sulabha, easily available. Sulabha, easily attainable. Those who have the devotion towards Lord, and the Lord is such that, or Bilva Patra, or some fruit, or offer water, Shiva Visheka you do, isn't it? And whatever we give, Lord is very Sulabha, easily attainable. Sulabha. Only he needs our devotion. Sulabha. Suvrata. Lord is called Suvrata because Lord's vow is whatever we offer, he enjoys. Shobhanam vratayati. Bhukte. Whatever we offer, he enjoys it. Whatever we offer, he enjoys. This is his vrata. This is his vow. Anybody offers me anything, I accept it. I accept. Because they have offered me with bhakti. So, Lord's vow is that he accepts that. See, Shabri Mata, she gave whatever the fruit she had in that forest, she offered. And to Sudama had taken some beaten rice, and that also Lord Krishna accepted. Isn't it? Because he knew that Sudama cannot bring anything else, but with so much love his wife had given, so Bhagwan accepted. Whatever is offered with devotion, Lord accepts it. This is his vow. So it is called Suvrataha. Then Shah means the one who has attained perfection. Lord is always perfect. He is Purnamada Purnamidam. He is always perfect. He does not depend on anything for his accomplishment. So he is called Siddha. There are many Siddhis people practice. Ashta Siddhi Navanidhi Chalisa, isn't it? To become small, to become big. So it's called Siddha. Then Shatrujit. Now, Shatrujit means that the Lord, whenever there is a Devtas and Asuras, when there is a fight between them, the Devtas always follow Dharma and Asuras follow Adharma. So, Lord sees that his Bhaktas, Devas, they get victory over enemy Asura. And we also have to get victories over Asura quality, the inner negative qualities. We also have not all the Devic qualities. We also have some negative qualities called the Asuric Sampatti. And Bhagavan says that this, we have to get victory over this. How we get victory? First we become aware. What negative qualities I have? Do I talk bad about somebody? I have dislikes. So, all that once we have to know and then get victory over it. That is called Shatru. Inner negative qualities. The Lord is always victorious. So, he is called Shatru Jita. Since he is always victorious, he is called Shatru Jita. Shatru Tapanaha. And he says that he is the scorcher of enemies. This word was used for Arjuna also. Seeing Arjuna on the battlefield, whenever they saw Arjuna, all the Kauravas, they were scared when they saw Arjuna. Arjuna was a great warrior. Shatrutapana. Lord is called Shatrutapana. Seeing Lord, the enemies run away. Whenever and we surrender to the Lord, all our inner enemies, the Kama, Krodha, Mada, Lobha, they run away. When we surrender to the Lord. When we surrender to the Lord, all these negative qualities, they run away. Tendencies, they burn down. Whenever you say the Lord's name, We have seen earlier verse also that Lord's name is so powerful. It removes all our negativity. Shatrutapana. The next word is Nagrodha. Nagrodha means it's a banyan tree. It grows upwards, but the secondary roots come down. And it is above everyone. It's a big, huge tree. Banyan tree is a huge tree. If you see its branches and all that, they grow up. But the secondary roots come down, so that is the Nagrodha. Bhagwan is called the Nagrodha is a banyan tree, the huge tree. It is called Ashwatha tree also. It's called the Ashwatha tree also. Then, so is the cause of the space. We have seen from that Paramatma came the Akash. From that only the 5 elements came. So, Lord is the cause of 5 elements, isn't it? And Akash is the first element, the space. So, He is the cause of the space. And the second meaning is that Lord, He nourishes the universe in the form of food. So, it's called Udambaraha. Annat Uddambudaram. It is said, God puts the vitamins value. 15th chapter says. And then we eat, and then that food nourishes us. So it is called Uddam. These are the 2 words. This is from the Taittiriya Brahmana. The next word is means not. Shwa means tomorrow. That which does not remain tomorrow. That is called the Ashwatha tree. And that which is finite, the world which does not remain tomorrow the same. It is changing. In Kathopanishad also the example of Ashwatha tree was indicated. Ashwatha means which does not remain same tomorrow. It's called Ashwatha. The world is finite and that world does not remain tomorrow. But Lord is the cause of this world. He is all pervading. So He is called Ashwatha. This tree of life is called Ashwatha. Is maintained by whom? By the Lord. He has a consciousness. So it's called Ashwatha. Then Chanura Andra Nishudana. This is how you have to break the word. Chanura Nishudana. Andhra was the community where this Chanur belonged. Chanur. Kamsa and Chanura, they were the 2 wrestlers with whom Krishna had to fight, isn't it? Lord defeated Nishudana means killed. Nishudana means killed. Lord killed Chanura, who belonged to the Andhra community in his Avatar Leela. So he's called Chanura Andhra. In his Krishna Avatar time, he had to fight with these 2 wrestlers. And because Kamsa asked that you fight with this Chanura, and then he defeated them and they were killed by Krishna. So it's called Chanura Andhra Nishudana. Andhra is the community. Effulgence is that as though 1,000 rays coming out. In Bhagavad Gita 11th chapter, this is what, this nothing but the consciousness. This is nothing but the light of light is the consciousness. As a Nirgun Brahma. O Lord, your splendor is such that the 1,000 suns are rising together. It was so powerful. Your effulgence came from the Lord. So Arjuna says it's like 1,000 suns that rise up together in the sky. O Lord, your splendor is like this. Sahasranamam is like this. Types of the flame that comes out when a yaga is kindled. When a yaga is kindled, the Vedas said the 7 types of the flame, and the name that is Kali, Karali, which we studied in Mundaka, and Vishwaru. Lord is one. What is this light? It is because of you the light has this effulgence. And from this light, what express? 7 flames. So, it is called Sapta Jivaha. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya says that beams out through 7 points in the face, from our face. The 2 eyes, 2 ears, 2 nostrils, and the mouth. And the mouth. So, to this, the world is illumined, isn't it? Now I am able to see you. You are able to hear me, isn't it? How this is? We are able, breathing, talking. All this happens because of this consciousness which beams out through these 7 points. So it is called Sapta Jivaha, Saptedha. How you will break it? Saptedha, Sapta, this is how you have to break it. Sapta Edha. The flames. Flames, now is just telling, which are effulgent, and here only the emphasis is given on the effulgence of these flames. Effulgence means they get the power of illumination because of the consciousness. So consciousness is equal, how many? 7. And this is a indication of the Lord Sun. When the Lord Sun comes, with the 7 horses described in the Vedas by the Rishis. And your other meaning also is that the 7 colors of the spectrum of the light. You know, rains, and we see the 7 colors in that rainbow, isn't it? So, Saptavahana means these 7 colors of the spectrum. The light has 7 colors, isn't it? The light is made up of 7 colors. So, it is called Saptavahana. Amurti, which has no form, but Lord has no form. When you say a murti, it has a parts and it becomes limited. Lord is infinite. So, Lord cannot have any form. It is called amurti. Lord has no form. But in avatar times, he has a form. So, Nirguna and Sahasranama, Lord is explained as Saguna form and Nirguna form both. Then, Anagaha. Aga means seen, Na means not. Anagaha, isn't it? Aga and then Na you have to remove. The one who is sinless. Sin only manifest as sorrow in our life. Whatever sins we have committed, that only brings sorrow in our life. We suffer because of that. But how is the Lord? He is sinless, he is sorrowless. In Lord's life, there is no sin, he never commits. Because who commits sin? Who has a vasana. Who has a vasana, they commit sin, and the result is sorrow. Lord is beyond the papa and punya. He is beyond the papa and punya. Called Anagaha. That's why they keep the girl's name as Anagha. Anagha they keep. This is the name we find it. This is from Vishnu Sahasranamam only. Achintya means that Lord is cannot be comprehended by mind or intellect. It is beyond the mind and intellect. Achintya, Prameya, all these are the same. Cannot be comprehended by the mind. Because that which is an object of our perception, that alone the mind can comprehend. Lord is a subject. So, Achintya is the witness of all. And Bhagavan Shankaracharya says that other than the samsara, is other than the 5 elements. So, is different from this universe. So, he is Achintya. About the world we can think. There is a name, there is a form. We can describe a limited thing. But Bhagavan Shankaracharya says, Bhayakrita means that those who are following the path of unrighteousness, for them the Lord is the cause of fear. Ravana, Hiranyakashipu, they all had a fear. They never chanted the Lord's name. So, Bhayakrita, cause of fear. And Lord is also, for his bhaktas, removes the fear. Bhayam, from his bhaktas, he removes fear, destroys fear. And those who are following adharma, they are always scared. Isn't it supposed? Simple thing. You just hide something. You are hiding something. Or you are telling a lie. There is always a fear. Oh, I am telling a lie. But those who are the devotees, always straightforward. They have no fear. So Lord is the cause of fear and removes the fear both. Hiranyakashipu was scared. But Prahlada, he had no fear. He had no fear by seeing the Lord. The destroyer of fear. All this Bhagavan Shankaracharya says that those who follow the Varna and Ashram. The Varnas are Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. And there is no cause of fear. Varnashrama acharavatam bhayam nashayati. Those who follow the Varna and Ashram, Lord destroys their fear. That's why it's called Bhayanashana. And then Bhagavan is from the Vishnu Purana. Vishnu Aradyate. And not only that, they are following Varna and Ashram, but they are worshipping the Lord. And they are worshipping the Lord accordingly. For them, na anya asti toshakaraka. There is nothing more cause of satisfaction than this. This is the cause of satisfaction. They are very happy. Bhayanashanaha. Now, next verse is such that there is a paradox. All contradictions are given. First he gives one meaning, then opposite meaning. What they want to say that Lord is beyond this. Okay? All Nishavasya Upanishad, this we have studied. Anudbruhat krusha sthulo gunabhrut nirguno mahan adruta swasya prangvamsho vardhan anudbruhat krusha sthulo gunabhrut nirguno mahan adruta swasya prakvamsho vamshavardhanah. Anu means that which is subtle. And the Lord is the subtlest. And that which is the subtlest means all pervading. That is called subtlest. And the Lord is present in it is the most. Esha Anu. Anu is consciousness. Brahman. And this one comes to know through the mind. First, we have to use the mind. We understand with the mind. And then one goes beyond the mind. First we need the mind. Upanishad also same this thing. Anuhu. Then Brihat. Brihat means Upanishad. That's why it's called bigger. It's a very big Upanishad. So Brihat, the biggest. Clear word said Anu means he is the subtlest. Now he says he is the biggest. So whether the Lord is smallest or biggest, here he says the Lord is infinite. That's why it's called biggest. The mind cannot comprehend it. You cannot say it's subtle. You cannot say it's big. So here there appears a contradiction, paradox. But that is the Brahman. That is the Atma, the consciousness. Anu Bruhat. The next word says Krushaha. I will read two words so you can understand. Krushaha and Sthulaha. Krushaha means a person is Krusha means very lean, very thin. Are you not eating anything? So lean you are, we ask, isn't it? This is a contradiction is used deliberately because when one Lord is neither lean nor sthulaha, is not grossest. Krusha and sthul both are opposite. But when we say sthula, in the form of the universe, the Lord is gross, isn't it? He only has become this universe. Then we can say is the grossest. So this Anu, Bruhat, Krusha and Sthula, all what they say, Lord is not an object of perception, he is a subject. You cannot say it's Anu, you cannot say it's Bruhat, you cannot say it's a Krusha, you cannot say it's a Sthula. He is beyond that. That's why in Upanishad it Dirgham, this is how the Brahman is indicated. Asthulam, Dirdham. This is how. You cannot say like this. When you say Anu, Bruhata, Krusha, Sthula, it indicates the Upadhi. When we say with the Upadhi, then you can say Krusha, Sthula. But Lord is without Upadhi as a Brahman. There is no Upadhi in that. There is no BMI there. So, his own standpoint is neither Sthula nor Krusha. From the standpoint of the Brahman, is neither Sthula nor Krusha. But when we say the Upadhi, then we can say Sthula, Krusha. All when the Upadhi is only. Then Guna Bruta. Now, the one who is having Gunas, one who is having the Gunas. When we say the creation, then the three Guna, Lord is presiding over there. Mama Maya, isn't it? He says Mama Maya. And Maya is Gunatmika. So, Guna Bruta, when we say the Lord with the Maya, then is presiding over the world, is called Guna Bruta, having the Gunas. Now, With the Rajoguna he creates, with the Sattva he preserves, and with the Tamoguna he annihilates everything. That's why it's called Guna Bhuta, with reference to creation. Otherwise, Lord is beyond the gunas. That's why we said Gunatita. Gnani is called Gunatita, isn't it? Now he said Guna Bhuta. We have to understand in which reference this word is used. Guna Bhuta. The next word says Nirguna. Lord has no gunas. Just opposite. Lord is without any properties. Nirguna means he is imperishable, he is changeless, he is infinite. When the in consciousness, what property he can have? No property. That's why Lord is called Vivek Chudamani also. In Atma Bodh also it has guna. He says is with the gunas. When with the gunas, when in connection with the universe. When we see the world is presiding over the gunas. But from his side is nirguna, no properties. Is finite, cannot have any property. That which is limited only has a property. But when the Lord takes the avatara, he has a form, and the gunas you can say, but from his absolute nature he is formless, no form. Nirguna. Mahan. Lord is Mahan means he is an object. Then there's a gunas are there. Sense organs go to sense objects, shabda, sparsh. But Lord is eternal, he is pure, and he is all pervading. He is great, he is beyond this, he is great. He is sarvagna, sarvashaktiman, and is great in all virtues. Sarva guna sampanna. So he is called Mahan. Sarva guna sampanna. Lord has all qualities. When Valmiki describes Rama, he says Sarva, having all virtues, is full of compassion. He loves everyone. So he is great. He is great in every way. So it's called Mahan. He is the supreme being. That's why called Mahan. Adrutaha. Drutaha means not support. Lord does not require anybody's support. Now, when we say the cloth is supported by cotton, the ornaments are supported by the gold. The Lord is supported by what? Lord does not need any support. All the earth, the plants, everything is supported by him. He is the substratum. He does not need anybody's support. He does need the Lord's support. Lord does not need anybody's support. So, adruta. But then some support he must be having. The next word said, Swa means self-supporting. He is a self-supporting. Lord is self-supporting. His own glories. In 7th chapter of Chandogya Upanishad, Narad ji asked Sanat Kumar, Lord abides in his own glory. He does not need anyone's support. Swadruta, self-supporting, is self-supporting. That's why called Swatantra. Swatantra, these states, self-supporting. He does not need anybody's support. Swa asyaha. The word is swasyaha. This we have to break as Shu Asya. Who becomes Va. Shu Asya means Shu means effulgent and Asya means face. Our face is beautiful and effulgent because Bhagavan Shankaracharya, I tell you, he writes that because he is so beautiful, the Vedas came from the Lord's mouth. That's why his face is beautiful, because the Vedas came from his mouth. That's why it's called. And Lord, in the Vedas, he gives all the means for attaining 4 purusha. So his face is effulgent. So it's called Swasyaha, because the Vedas came from him. And Vedas talk about how the 4 purushartha, dharma, artha, kama, moksha, that can be attained by people. The Vedas talk about it. So it's called Swasyaha. Prak Vamshaha. Prak Vamsha means, Prak means before, and Vamsha. Vamsha means the dynasty, the clan. Now we have so many Vamsha, Surya Vamsha, Raghu Vamsha, Yadkula. Now Bhagavan says that here, Shankaracharya, all these clans starts from the Rishi. And this is how the name of the Vamsha is given. But Bhagavan Vamsha, that is Jagat, has been existing before all. Prak means before. And the world was existing before this. Even when Prapancha started, so-called Prakvamsha, the world existed before the creation. That is what it means. It is called Prakvamsha. Before the creation, the Prapancha. How the world came from the five elements. The world existed before that. That's why it's called Prakavam, before. Jagat has been existing before all that. So it is called Prakavamsha. Lord is called Prakavamsha. Jagat means the Lord only manifests as the world, isn't it? The Lord was before the creation. So it is called Prakavamsha. This is how we have to. Before the creation, the Lord was there. Lord is the cause of, and that's why it's called Vamsha Vardhana. How the creation came? From the Lord. From the Lord came the five elements. From the elements came the world. And Lord expands as the Jagata. So it's called Vamsha Vardhana. And then what he does? He says, he withdraws also. One creation is over, then there is a next creation. Manifest to unmanifest, unmanifest, manifest. So Vamsha Vardhana. Bharabrut Kathito Yogi, Yogisha Sarva Kamadaha, Ashrama Shramana Kshama, Suparno Vayuvahana, Bharabrut Kathito Yogi, Sarva Kamadaha, Ashrama Shramana Kshama, Suparno Vayuvahana, Bharabruta. Now, Bharabruta is that the one who carries the load is called Bharabruta. The Lord is the one who carries the load of this universe. Means he has become this world. He is the material cause of this world. We say Abhi is called Vahami. I carry the load of those who are my bhaktas. I take care of their yoga and kshema. That he has used the word Vahami, carrying the load of their yoga. Brahmanda Nayaka. So he is carrying the load of all these cosmoses. Means he is taking care of that. Kathitaha. Kathitaha means which is glorified. In all Vedas, Shastra, Purana, Ramayana, Mahabharata. Finally, what they talk about the Lord. That's why I said Kathitaha. All the theme of all these Shastras in the beginning. Understand, very important. In the beginning, in the middle, and at the end, they talk about the Lord. In between, they will tell you the stories. But finally, they want to tell about the Lord. So, Kathita, all glorify about the Lord. Kathita. That's why the Lord name is Kathita. Yogi. The Lord is realized through yoga. And where the yogi's mind is established in the truth. That's why Lord is called Yogi. When the mind is established in the self, is called Yogi. Yogi. Yogi Isha. Lord is the king or the lord of all yogas. There are different yogas, Gurudev used to say, Bhagavad Gita explains 64 yogas. Gurudev has said that. And all these yogas, when the people practice, there are a lot of, they have to struggle and there are a lot of obstacles come finally to reach the end. But Lord is above all obstacles, and that's why he's called the Yogi Shah. Lord is beyond all difficulties, obstacles, so he's called Yogi Shah, the Lord of the Yoga, the Lord of the Sarva Kamadaha, the fulfiller of all desire. Lord is the fulfiller of all desires of his bhaktas, so he's called Kamadaha. Ashramaha. So many ashrams. Now we have Chinmaya Mission, we have so many ashrams. When you go to the ashram, there is a rest, then you can have a peace. There we listen the satsang, the puja is going on, japa is going on. They teach you the shastras, the meditation going on. Ashrama means ashrama. They remove all your tiredness. That is called ashrama. That removes our tiredness, the fatigue. So it is called ashrama. Shramanaha. When people in the world, they suffer because of their indiscrimination, they don't know what is nitya and anitya, and then they suffer and they come again and again in this world, and they run after the sense organs, but Bhagwan is the place where all this suffering is removed. It's called Shah. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate. Om Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om. Loka Samatta Sukhino Bhavantu. Loka Samatta Sukhino Bhavantu. Om Shanti Shanti. My pranam to all. Please study. Make it should be our knowledge. Only when we study it becomes our knowledge. Hari Om.